Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Free Games for the Week. We're going to go through a bunch of games that are newly free to play or free to claim. We might look at a few hot demos and then at the very end, some of the best deals of the week. Let's jump straight in with Path of Light. This is a stealth adventure game following the journey of Lumi, a little robot seeking to reclaim his town's stolen light. There are no reviews yet because it is just released as I am recording this, so you could actually be the first person to review this. It looks cute, it looks cozy, but maybe with some things that go bump in the night. So be careful if you scare easy. This might not be quite as cute as it looks, but you'll have to try it to find out. That is free to play. So is Clockwork Sword. You slash, stab, and shoot your way through a multi-tiered museum filled with corrupted automata, customizing your weapon with the scraps of the fallen. That's a cool idea. Lots of sword crafting and manufacturing and customizing and all of it. A laser shooting sword. Now that is something I had not seen before. It is not the last time that we will see some in-depth sword customization in this video. Old Timer Transport. I included this, like several of the games this week, not because I'm sure that it's gonna be fantastic or that it specifically has high production qualities, but that it just looks kind of fun and weird. In this game, you can hop on your turbocharged mobility scooter as a grumpy old driver race through Bompedorm with friends, commit vehicular manslaughter, and deliver your victims to the hospital to dodge lawsuits. Lots of different things going on. If it fits well together, it could be lots of fun. Positive reviews of the few that have reviewed it so far. Next, we have Imposter Online. You will very quickly recognize the type of game. This is the kind of werewolf mafia party game. Yeah, I buried the lead. The description says, inspired by games like Werewolf and Mafia, Imposter Online is a 6 to 16 player online game of murder, deception, and infection. Join friends and play as a civilian, an imposter, a zombie, a nurse, a jester, or other unique characters to strategize your way to victory. Would be lots of fun as a party game, as those types of games usually are. Title Shock Off the Hook has almost 60 very positive reviews so far. I'm seeing Subnautica vibes here, but with fast-paced shooting. It is a wet and wild PvP shooter for 2 to 4 players. Hunt down foes on high-speed torpedoes, outmaneuver rivals with 360 tactics, and master 4 high-stakes game modes in sprawling underwater arenas. Very intriguing description. If all of that can actually deliver, this might be quite entertaining indeed. Free to play, jump in with other players, swim around, and try to shoot them with 360-degree tactics. Next, Killer Carnival. A first-person survival horror stealth game where players are trapped in an abandoned carnival and I just saw the clown out of the corner of my eye. Hunted by killer clowns, each with unique senses. Interesting twist. I'm intrigued. I won't play it because I would probably get too scared, and just abandoned carnivals alone are scary enough for me. But if you want to be even more scared than just wandering around an abandoned carnival, this might be the game for you. Let me know down in the comments if you play any of these and how much you enjoyed it. On a very different type of game, Shards Reunited Kitsugi. I happen to know that Kitsugi is the Japanese art of putting pottery together with little lines of gold, so every time it breaks, it actually gets more beautiful. So this is a puzzle game to craft a straightforward, relaxing experience. There is no fluff, just pure puzzle-solving joy and beautiful Japanese porcelain to keep your eyes delighted and your mind at ease. No user reviews so far, but it has just released. I think it is exactly what it looks like. Looks simple but satisfying. If that sounds like your type of thing, then check it out. It is permanently free to play. There is, however, a DLC expansion pack. Super Crash, probably should have like themed these together. Like what was the other one? Old timey transport, or anyway, there's crashing games. This one looks quite simple, but a physics-based crashing game where you try to make as spectacular crashes as possible. Yeah, the goal is how much damage can you create? Drive fast and wreck as many cars as possible before time runs out. Fun idea. One user review so far. It could be fun, and it is an early access game that is free to play. Looks like free to claim and add to your library, in fact. Catacombs. You control Tabby, a street cat on his way to visit a friend in the afterlife. Twist. Unfortunately, Osiris himself forbade your entry and ordered his minions to stop you. Venture deep into the catacombs, pouncing to assume control over his minions, all to foil the will of the gods. Nice. Looks very simple and straightforward, but could be a fun experience. Now, I told you there would be more sword customization in Sword Road. Your goal is to make the best sword. Fight monsters in dungeons, collect items, and craft various swords. So if you like sword crafting mechanics in other games, this is all about that. Might be too simple, but if you want to like explore some dungeons and with the goal of just making the best possible sword, here it is. Region 55, one of the multiplayer shooters. This is a fast-paced first-person shooter where players engage in brutal combat across tightly designed arenas. There's weapon customization, unique tactical options, and diverse maps ensure no two matches play the same. Free to play game. If you don't have a fast-paced first-person shooter in your life, well, give this one a try. It might be the one. Moving over to Epic. At the moment, free, we have a content pack from Albion Online, a bunch of skins, armor, welcome gift if you log in after having claimed this. And over here, we have Huchel, which is actually how the Czech developers would pronounce it. You might hear Chuchel a lot, but since I am actually in the Czech Republic right now, this game developer is pretty well known, and in the Czech language it would be Huchel. Very uniquely kind of vibe games. It's artistic. There's some light puzzling, but it's more about the art style, kind of the feelings, going through the story of these mysterious little creatures. It is free to keep on the Epic Games Store right now. Also a free, I'm not sure if we've covered this before in our weekly free videos, but free to play on Ubisoft.com right now is Battlecore. Battlecore is a game with a kind of mechanical football, but the football is controlling itself from what I can see. No one is kicking it, no car is pushing it. It is self-propelled through lots of very fast-paced sci-fi types of arenas. Check it out if that sounds interesting. Moving on to some demos. We covered it last week, I know, but there is still a demo for Star Wars Outlaws. This game is the full game is $70. All the more reason to have a demo so that you can try before you buy. This is, I believe, the most recent Star Wars game that could be a lot of fun. Now, the demo has mostly negative reviews, but probably because maybe it's a bit too short or people think the full game should be free. But anyway, it costs you nothing but a little bit of time to decide if you want to invest in the full game. The second and final demo for this video is Escape Simulator 2. The Escape Simulator 1 was quite popular. It is basically simulating an escape room, but with, I believe, multiplayer. You can get a bunch of people in there. Yeah, online co-op. It can be single player or online co-op. You get to solve puzzles solo or with friends, uncover secrets, and build your own rooms with Room Editor 2.0. I like that idea because I've done a number of escape rooms. Prague, where I'm filming from, is actually kind of the unofficial escape room capital of Europe. And I've wondered if I'm clever enough to actually design my own escape room. This would be the perfect way to find out. You can create your own rooms. And with this demo, you can get a taste for Escape Simulator 2 to decide if you want to buy the full game, which is coming soon. Okay. Now, moving on to some sales at the end of the video. Now, probably the most interesting one is a game that just released 2 days ago, was announced by Bethesda, immediately released, and that is Oblivion Remastered. We spent quite a lot of time talking about it on our live stream just a couple hours ago, which we do every Thursday if you were not aware. So this is a, 18-year-old game that has finally been remastered with updated graphics. I'm not convinced the graphics are 2025, like maybe 2020, but it is a fantastic game no matter what. I can recommend even the original, but with updated graphics, like a great opportunity. And already there is a 17% sale on Fanatical. Now, I don't want to trick you into buying anything. The remaster is already available on Game Pass, which would be a much cheaper way to try it. If you don't already have Game Pass, just get like a 1-month subscription to Game Pass and play Oblivion Remastered. But if you decide to buy it, it would be great if you use the link down in the description, because we then get a small tip from Fanatical. That is a free way for you to help support this channel so we can make more videos like this. That does not go for Steam because Steam does not have affiliate links, but I couldn't resist the possibility, the opportunity to mention a new historic low price for The Long Dark, one of my top 10 games of all time. Almost 100,000 very positive reviews, and now I believe the entire story campaign, which is quite long and quite developed, is finished. I spent hundreds of hours just in the sandbox mode, honestly. It is probably the most immersive game I have ever played. New historic low, $3. Unbelievable value for $3. If you have any interest in survival games, crafting games, exploration, like, you owe it to yourself to get this. Moving on to Isonzo. I saw a new historic low for this as well. It is $7.50. This is the third in the series. What was it? Verdun, Tannenberg, and Isonzo. This one comes with a free expansion. The third game, these are all hyper-realistic World War I action games that I couldn't quite get into the first two. But the third one, I really loved it. The mechanics are a little bit more smoothened out. It's a little bit easier to feel like you're not dying instantly. But also the landscapes in the Italian Alps. I mean, come on. Mwah. Check that out. Links down in the description. Castle Flipper. I know nothing about it except that I love the idea of renovating castles and then selling them for a profit. The graphics look kind of cool for an indie game like this. And yeah, looks like there's lots of ways to improve your castle, even to furnish it, to add on rooms, gardening, and then to try to flip it for a profit. Mixed reviews, I don't know why. It is currently on a historic low for less than €1, which is gonna mean definitely less than $1. For $1, if the idea of spending an afternoon flipping castles appeals to you, here you go. The description says, maybe one day you will even become a king of castle real estate. All right, a couple final deals that actually kind of overlap a little bit. Doom 2016, this was the first Bethesda kind of reboot of the Doom series, is $4. I believe that is a historic low as well. And if that interests you and you want to up the ante a little bit, there is a bundle on Humble for id Software and connected games. So for the full bundle, 25 euros, probably something like $28-30. You can get Doom Eternal, Wolfenstein 2, Doom 2016, some original Dooms, Wolfenstein The New Order, Wolfenstein Old Blood, and all of the original Dooms, 1, 2, 3, and Doom 64, with a number of DLCs. But I recommend actually the €10 one, where you will get Doom 2016 and a couple of Wolfenstein games with the original Doom series. So if you don't have any of those games, that's pretty good value for €10, $11. All right, that is what is on offer for this weekend. Let me know what you're going to be buying or claiming or playing this weekend. All the links are down in the description, so you don't have to go around looking for them. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe. And if you got this far, all the way to the end of the video, then the code word is, who is the Doom guy? Hope you enjoyed that, and see you next week. Bye.